Yyyaaooooo! Yow! What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of eXtine Plays. We got the Portland Burnsiders 6v6 ESEA Open team here. That is going to be Keeperton, who is one of our subs, and Serby on Scout, Fletcher and Stag on Soldier, Armboard on Demo Man, and myself on Medic. Now, we will be rocking the face cam here, but, you know, we've been getting some feedback, so let us know what you think about that for this sort of video. And right away, we've had a little bit of a trade. Keeperton going down early, and then we just lose both of our soldiers, so we're calling to get back, and you can see I'm on like the far side trying to get back, and our Demo and Scout kind of trying to secure our escape, but at the same time maybe needed to get a little bit closer to me so I can get those heals out to them. We get a kill on Car, both of their soldiers are down, so even numbers, but we do realize that they have a little bit of local superiority. But I was urging our team forward here. I was like, I think that we can do this. We can get out here and get some work done. Dark gets a kill on Keeperton, though, on IT side. Dark doing a great job throughout this game. And as this other scout comes in here, I get that health pack, but very scared of what was going on. Pop the Uber charge, and we're going to surge forward here. They have their Uber, though, so they pop. I end up getting stuck on the side here. Unfortunate. I was trying to eke back towards this health pack and find an escape route, but was unable to do so. We're getting pressure on their medic. Serby getting the kill there. And we got jumps around. Stag going down. Armboard and Fletcher still up, though. Keeperton about to charge in here. We got air shots being traded. Fletcher getting the kill from up top, and, well, is going to most likely go down here in a second. There we are, finally taken out by Diddy. Now, some words about our opposition. Our opposition, also a newer team. Heidi, Diddy, Car, Pie, Dark, and Will Maddock. Actually, might be Kitty. I don't know. We met at a LAN at GXL a couple years back. She's a very nice lady. But I'm going to go with Heidi for this video. Otherwise, I'll just keep screwing it up and going back and forth. So, they've gotten a recovery here, and they're looking to push in here. I get in a weird spot, a little too close to the scout there. Not quite sure if I got a saw there. Also, I did not have the POV demo for myself this video, so, I mean, we can flip over to... Also don't have my binds working right now. I was having game crashing on me when I was doing my spectator stuff, but anyways, just wanted to charge forward with this video, so... no POV from me, and that's partially why we're doing this STV action here. So Stag got a pick on their medic, and I want to move forward here. Armboard finally coming around here, and we're starting to poke in here and get some forward momentum. Their soldier jumps around on rock, but you get a kill there, no problem. And I'm pushing forward right below our camera here. Trying to find more players to heal, though. I'm just healing Armboard. Want to heal more people than that. Oh, look at that surf. I like that surf. Surf back to that bottle. And there we go. Turning the momentum, turning the tide a little bit, and taking control of that middle point and starting to push forward ourselves. So, Burnsiders, our 6th squad. This is a newer roster for us. The Calm and myself and, well, Keeperton. We were all members of the original ESEA Open Burnsider squad. I think Fletcher and Stag might have gotten some games in there with us, but maybe not. But we're getting our teamwork together. We have a lot of overall experience, but Armboard not very experienced on Demo Man. And once we have the Calm stepping in here, he's newer main of Scout, but him and Serby both kind of on the newer side of things. So I think what we have to work on, though, is our processes for different maps. Like take this push, for example. I feel like it's a pretty good push to start. And then we're in here with our scout. I end up rotating weirdly, going the wrong direction. Get on point just to make some pressure happen, but Keeperton here going to get taken out. So, yeah, it definitely ended up being a bit of an awkward push out here. Not able to get a whole lot done. We got Stag waiting for a bit of an ambush, and then he gets spotted. Does spin around, though. Puts good damage on Heidi, but does not get the kill. She escapes out with 17 health. So he calls that out before going down, but not really a whole lot we could do about it. And Heidi's just going to have a very slight uber charge advantage on me. So we're just posting up. We got somebody watching IT. It's very important to make sure that you have all your routes and flanks covered. At least people keeping eyes on them. A big part of this game, us just getting our team together. You know, when we were losing one person or, you know, trying to push forward, having to be very cognizant of the fact that you're unprotected on certain sides or a little too far forward. Because of the smaller player count, 6 enables you to spend a little bit more time on some of that stuff. Make sure you know where everybody is. So we're just posted up. We do get a pick on Yyyaaooo, the scout in the IT side. And off that call, we're going to start moving forward. I take a little bit of damage moving in at about half health here. Still trying to milk it, though. Saw that soldier trying to walk around and jump on me. Getting a few frags in the meantime. Picking up Pi. Also had lost... sorry, they lost one of their other ones, I believe, in that fight. Oh, I meant Yyyaaooo coming back. So he was alive, but wasn't really involved. And Yyyaaooo on the sniper now. Definitely going to have to keep your eyes out for that. Dark moving in here, but nice shots by Fletcher to deal with him. Scared of the sniper for sure, so we're going to send Fletcher forward just a little bit to push him outwards. And then we're going to need to get set up here. Sounds ubercharge. And ready to push in here. So, we get a couple heals here. There's definitely a couple ways to work through here. Going through far left, the shutter side, number 2, also referred to as a rollout, or through lobby. And they end up doing a bit of off-classing here. Still have Yyyaaooo on the sniper and rocking the heavy weapons guy. Now, I think definitely, you know, this game, we were really focused. I mean, for one, we had Keeperton as a substitute scout. And like I said, this is kind of, we're just starting to get things together. And Serbia knew their player as well. I think we could have tried to counter this with some off-classing of our own. But in the end, we just decided to stick with a stock roster. This Ubercharge pushing in, we do get a kill on Hitty right before, see, there we go. She gets in the door, end up getting the capture 1-0 with 5 players still alive. So good search forward, good push there. And we'll see how things go here. Armboard getting a bit of slowdown on the rollout here. Should have picked up that bottle too. And yeah, he's going to wait for me. Diddy, as we can see, will have a big advantage on this mid-fight. Doesn't get the health back, gets shoved away from it. Down to 7 health. I'll have to retreat all the way back to the far side. Excuse me. Soldier thrown up in the air in this exchange. We get the kill on Pi. Medic Heidi trying to run away here. Chased down. And soldiers up top. We do lose Stag, but wow, nice pickoff on Carr there from Keeperton. So we've pushed the blue team back. Got that ×6. Trying to get forward, get those heals out. And we got a charge ready to go. Heidi getting away there was pretty important for their team. And, you know, communication, I felt like we were communicating fairly well. The map before this, so this is actually our second map that we've played together as a team. Our map before this, I got a little loud, I guess I could say. Kind of like being encouraging of a moment, you know, just like, why did that push fail? How come we weren't pushing together, guys? What was going on? You know, but I don't have my medic bind set up. You know, it doesn't automatically hit a button, you know, to call out that I've popped Ubercharge. You know, so that's kind of a big deal there. And I didn't really do a good job of communicating that we actually were pushing, you know. And that's the thing, if you really kind of oh yeah, that was so unfortunate. I didn't think he was going to be able to hit me there. I think he got me from above, or he just barely got me on the side with lag. Really good shot from him there. I knew he was around, but I held it, and we dropped. I felt like, though, that our communication on that push, in terms of knowing where the sniper was, calling that out, that time I felt we were a lot better than the time I was referencing from Badlands. We did push in all together there, but I dropped with a nasty snipe, unfortunately. So communication, very important. What I was saying at the end of that thought was just that, you know, it's just kind of like a words linguistics thing anyways, you know, but sometimes what you say and what you're trying to convey, the words that you end up choosing really don't convey what you mean. And that's why it's super important to be clear, you know, in terms of just saying stuff like we're pushing through bottom right, you know, like that doesn't necessarily indicate that, you know, you've used an Uber charge or that you're actually fighting or you're actually in there. You know, so you have to be clear about, you know, whether you're in the midst of a fight, whether you need people to help you or whether you don't need people to help you, you know, need people to stay away. You know, big one, roamers are sometimes calling damage that you put on people. Can sometimes be something that, you know, is very distracting, ends up being, you know, communication that takes away from what your team is able to accomplish. So we end up pushing through sewer here, end up walking out a little treacherous there with that soldier jumping out, and then get a couple flashes around, nice little heal on that scout Serby to make sure that he soaks up that rocket from Pi. And we got a lot of good momentum here. Gonna get this captured, no problem, with Keeperton out and about. Although Dark, unfortunately for us, picks off Fletcher. We call, okay, let's go, and that was my call, and we did get follow through on it, but then we end up backing out because it's not going to be a good situation to push into. See there, Sniper? Thanks to these outlines. Excuse me, got the mad yawns. Didn't set myself up with some coffee. So, I was able to sneak back. Their Sniper's still just looking for that angle. We have spotted him with our soldier, and hopefully I'm smart enough to keep our sight lines all the way isolated. Wilmatic was definitely doing a pretty good job on the sniping. We have the charge, but are taking our time getting ready to go here. And in the meantime, we lose Serby, getting their soldier pushing forward. I ended up popping to save Fletcher there. I was really scared that he was going to crater. So we end up sending Fletcher through, get another nice little flash on him. I'm like, yo, I really need to get out of here. We unfortunately also lose Armboard, and then we're going to lose me as well. Nice upwards rocket there from Pi. So unfortunately for us, we got the Spire. We got into a position where we could post up, or we could wait for that Uber charge. Ooh, do what we need to do. But unfortunately, it just kind of unraveled, and we just weren't able to get what we needed done. Pressure from the scouts here as we are down both of our soldiers. And I'm in this scenario where it took me a really long time to get with Armboard there. And I'm still trying to drag him backwards. Still just trying to be like, yo, we need to get out of here. But unfortunately, well, we do get out of there, but unfortunately it's still a bad scenario for us. Not looking the best. So we're posted up top left here, up on Spire. End up getting a snipe on Keeperton from Wilmatic. They're pushing in here. I'm at 56%. Pretty dangerous situation. Coming across here, have to retreat. And they're surging forward here pretty well. Get a kill on Stag there. He did get a trade, but so Sticky's going up. They're getting set up to push here with their sniper. They've been running, you know, point to point here. Yeah, he'll have some pretty good opportunities to do work and get things done. And we were calling him on Shutter, say, hey, this is Shutter, Sniper on Shutter, check that sniper on Shutter, and then watch this. Watch this ridiculousness. Yeah. That one was pretty disappointing. So like I said, he walked in through Shutter, got that snipe on the demo, and we're just calling, yo, you know, Scout snipe, Shutter. But nobody actually stopped him from coming in, and then he just committed to that snipe attempt, and no problem. We got Engineer out here, Demo Man out here, players fighting, surging forward, Serby trying to stand tall, last man standing, and I go down. So there we go, halfway through this, tied up 15-15, and, well, a lot of back and forth, a lot of struggling, but in the end, this is going to end up being a 1-1 tie. Yep, we do have 15 minutes more left on this clock, but considering the nature and the back and forth, and we got that good snipe shot in here, I think I'm going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to drag this on too long. And I think we got the point across here that the Burnsiders, you know, we're getting our game together, still have some things that we need to work on for sure, but we're starting to establish ourselves for this ESEA Open season. Pretty excited about it, and, well, you know, we'll see how it goes. I think that we can be playoff contenders. Might not start off the season looking like that, but I think we got the raw skill that, you know, could end up in the playoffs. But we'll see. This is kind of a return to ESEA for a lot of us, and it's been a while away from TF2, so we'll have to see how quickly we can get our team together and get set up. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this scrim, taking a peek at what the Burnsiders are up to, and a glance at our potentials this season. Thanks so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'm eXtine. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out!